it's Deb here with Creative Life. Welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for subscribing. So today I have some fun cards we're going to be creating using these balloon items from Clear Scraps. And you guys, these are going to be super fun. I am really excited. So first of all, we're using the balloon shaker. Okay, I don't know about you, but I have birthdays coming up during the summer, and so I always need birthday cards. And so I thought this balloon shaker would be super fun to do. And so we've got this. And then we've got the large birthday and balloon set. And this is just a chipboard set. It is not a shaker. So here you've got your large birthday. So all you would need is a happy, and then we've got this birthday that is so super cute, and then you've got the balloons. And how super cute are these? So they just come just like that, and how super cute are those, right? And I'm super excited. I can't wait to do these. So so anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to get started creating. This is just the chipboard piece, and this one is a shaker. And so let's go ahead and get started. To get started, you're going to need a piece that is 6.5 by 7 and two pieces that are 6.5 by 6.5. With the 6.5 by 7, you're going to score a 1/2 inch on the left-hand side. Then you're going to go ahead and just fold that little tab back. Then you're going to take one of the 6.5 by 6.5 pieces, and you're going to go ahead and place that and adhere the top of that to that little 1/2 inch flap that we just scored. And I know this is going to be a larger card, but I think this card is going to turn out so great, especially with the chipboard balloons that we're going to be using to create this card. For the top flap, you're just going to fold that down in half as I'm doing here, and just make sure it's burnished down really well. You're going to take your second piece that is 6.5 by 6.5. Go ahead and pick out whatever pattern papers and other cardstock you would like to place on the front of your card, and go ahead and start placing that down. For the front of my card, I used a glitter paper, and then I used this super cute little Hello Kitty paper that I got about a couple of years ago from the Florida Expo that I went to. And I just love this paper. Okay, so to start on these chipboard balloons, now this is the chipboard and birthday chipboard set. Okay, it's got a birthday sentiment that is made out of chipboard, and then you've got the balloons that are chipboard. This is not the shaker. So I went ahead, and you've seen me do this before, where I place the glue around the chipboard piece, and then I go ahead and sprinkle on some of the glitter that I have, and you can use fine glitter. The one that I did use is a little bit more chunky, and then I did use some fine glitter that I had, purple glitter that I had from Nouveau, and which is from Tonic, and this turned out so stinking cute. So because my granddaughter likes purple and pink, so I went ahead and did purple and pink for her. And then she likes Hello Kitty, so went ahead and made that for her. And then for the balloon, the inside of the balloon, I went ahead and used some Nouveau embellishment mousse, and that is to color the inside of the balloon. So it does come on wet. I let it dry for a good while, and I used this pink I thought was really pretty, and so I just spread that on with my little spatula there, handheld spatula. This one, it was a little bit thicker. I can't remember. It is a Nouveau. I don't think it's the paste. It might be the mousse, but this one was a little bit thicker. It might have been the chalk too. I can't remember. Sorry. But this one is really good as well. And so here I'm just kind of matching them up and making sure that they can dry without any problems. Now, for this one, I did the same thing, except I used my finger. Now, you can use a makeup applicator if you want to. I just use my finger. I don't mind getting messy sometimes. Sometimes the glue bothers me, but sometimes this kind of stuff doesn't bother me too much. So I just rubbed this all over the birthday sentiment, and oh my gosh, it turned out so pretty. And this is like a light lavender color. It's really pretty and it just goes on super, super smooth. And I just kind of went over it once. And then as I needed to touch up little areas or whatever, I went back over it. And you can see me going back over certain areas as I'm, putting it down, uh, on individual letters. So this is really fun to do. And if you don't mind your fingers getting dirty, I don't mind getting messy, so it's pretty fun. Now for the balloon strings, I just went ahead and grabbed a black marker and painted them black. I thought that that would match good with what I've got, and so now we're just going to go ahead and put that aside to dry. Again, you can see I added the I'm putting glue around the chipboard pieces and then just setting them in place on top of the chipboard balloons that we covered with the Nouveau embellishment mousse. Now to connect your base piece to your card, you're going to go ahead and underneath that fold that we did, you're going to go ahead and place your tape or your glue adhesive to the bottom portion of that fold, that folded part, okay? And like I'm doing here. And then you're going to go ahead and just remove the tape or whatever you're using and just place your card top on top of that and just make sure that it's burnished down really well. And now you have your easel card and it's ready to decorate. So here I'm getting the birthday chipboard sentiment and I'm placing glue on the back, and I'm going to go ahead and place that on the inside of that card. That's going to be kind of like our little stopper for the top portion of the easel card, so it will rest right on there and be held up by that sentiment. Next, I'm going to go ahead and lay down my chipboard balloons, and I just placed some glue right on the back there, and then I came in with my little Hello Kitty piece, taped her down, and I did use some foam tape for that. Here I have a little happy sentiment. It is a flag sentiment, and I went ahead and cut that out of dies that I had in my stash and placed some little flower stickers around the Hello Kitty and the inside of the balloons. Next, we're going to go ahead and start on the mini shaker balloon. And this, again, is from Clear Scraps. And when you get this, you get 3 frames, and you're going to glue 2 of those balloon frames together like I'm doing here. The other thing that you're going to get is an acetate piece, and there is film on both sides of this acetate. So you want to make sure that you peel both of the film pieces off of there. And then the 2 frames that you just glued together, you're going to go ahead and place glue on that and then adhere your acetate on top of that balloon. Go ahead and burnish that down, and I just use a napkin or a little wipey or something, so that way I don't leave fingerprints or anything all over the place. Sometimes your glue will seep underneath, and you'll just go ahead and clean that up the best you can and then set that aside and let that dry. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to trace the whole piece of the balloon, okay, and like I'm doing here, and I'm just going to trace around that, and I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut that out and adhere that to the balloon piece. Okay, so here I already cut that out. I did go ahead and color the bottom piece of the balloon, the little strings, and I colored those black with a black marker. And here I'm just placing the glue on top of the chipboard piece and then adhering that down. I did cut another piece out, and that's going to be for the back. Next, I decided to go ahead and paint this chipboard piece, and this is going to be the front of the chipboard, the balloon. So you're going to go ahead and add a couple of coats to this, let it dry, and then you're going to attach this to the front of the acetate piece. Here are all three of the pieces once you're done. Okay, so now we're on to the second card, and what you're going to need is an 11.5 by 8 inches piece of paper. You're going to go ahead and score this at a 1/2 inch, at 2.5 inches, and 6 inches and 8 inches. Then you're going with the 1/2 inch at the top of your scoreboard, you're going to score at 4.5 inches to the second score line. Okay, flip this over, and now you're going to score a 4.5 down to the second score line. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead on that 1/2 inch side, you're going to go ahead and cut that top portion off. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and just cut that little 1/2 inch piece off there. All right, and I think I ended up cutting off the first block, but I can't remember now. so so you're going to go ahead and just cut down, and here is where you're going to cut out the last block. Okay, so here you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut out, I'm sorry, not the last block, but the middle block. Okay, this is going to be the midsection, and then you're going to cut out that last block. Okay, that's where that 1/2 inch flap is. So right above there, you're going to go ahead and just cut that off. So now you're going to have a piece that is going to have one missing piece in the middle, and you're going to have one piece that is straight. Okay, that's going to be the back of your card, and then you have one piece that is going to fold, and that's going to be the flap for the front of your card. Next, you're going to have two pieces that are 4.5 by 1.5 inches, and you're going to score at a 1/2 inch and then at 4 inches. You're going to go ahead, and these are going to be your little stands that are going to go in between your card. Okay, and this is what's going to hold all of your little items that you attach to the inside of your card. So again, 4.5 by 1 inch. You're going to go ahead and place this down, okay, right in the side underneath that that flap, that first flap there. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and place the glue down on that 1/2 inch flap, and then go ahead and fold over, and this, it helps attach your little 1/2 inch flap. Next, you're going to go ahead, take that other 1/2 inch one, place that even with the other strip there, and then fold that over, and now you've got two of your flaps that are ready for you know, attaching your little items. So here I'm just going to go ahead and put that back on because it didn't stick down. Grab that last flap from the right hand side and then place that over it, and now it's glued down, and now you have your box ready to go. Now we're going to go ahead and attach that 1/2 inch flap that's on the bottom of the box, and you're going to go ahead and attach that to the other end of that left hand side there. Okay, and just fold that right over, and now your box is ready to go ahead and decorate. Now I cut out all of my pattern paper to go ahead and place on, and this one is going on the back. Okay, so here I'm just placing this on. I did round the corners of my top of my card on the front there, and so I did that for the pieces that I'm adhering on as well. So here I cut out all of the side pieces and everything, and I'm just placing everything on the card. And then this is the front. And that is the little flap that folds down in the front. So you'll see that here in just a minute, right there. And I went ahead and rounded the corners on that one as well. Okay. And then that goes on the inside. Now the inside one, I didn't do the whole thing. I just did part of it. Okay. And but you can cover the whole one from the top to the bottom if you want. I just covered just half of that. And then here we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our little shaker bits and everything, and we're going to put some in the windows here. Okay, so here is what the little shaker balloon looks like, and I decided I wanted it really up high, so I went ahead and just placed some glue on the bottom portion and on the little strings of the balloon. I really like how it sits up high, and I really want to make sure that everybody can see it and when we put this together, because you are going to have some things sitting down low and that are kind of like popping up from the inside of the box, and I don't want those to cover up the balloons. So here I added some little foam tape, and I added my little sentiment on the bottom. And then I have another little cutout that I'm placing up on top of the balloons that says happy, and then it says for you, or happy birthday, I'm sorry, to you. And then this right here is the birthday sentiment. And I am placing that on some strips of acetate. And then that is actually going to be glued into the box on the little black strips that we had cut and adhered to the inside of the box. So here I'm going to just place this happy birthday on top of this acetate strips. I'm going to place it right there. I want it near the birthday balloons, and now I'm just kind of going to gauge of where I need to adhere that down. Now to adhere this down, I did go ahead and place some tape, some double back tape on the back of my acetate, and then I went ahead and rubbed it in, and now it's going to sit right there. And then I stood it up so I can see where I'm decorating. So I went ahead again, grabbed my little double back tape, and went ahead and added my little flower right underneath the happy birthday. And then I'm going to go ahead and decorate, adding a little cake and some butterflies. I thought that this little banner would be super cute. So in the process, I did do some rearranging of some things. So I took things out and then put other things in, and just thought that this was super cute. I really, really love how this card turned out. There was just so much that I wanted to add, and I just couldn't fit it all in. And so I did kind of have to, you know, not add a few things that I really liked to put in here, but this was such a fun card to decorate. I love these pop-up box cards, and if you've never made one, you have to make one. They are super addicting, and people absolutely love these cards. They are really super easy to make. And especially when you have the little shaker balloons on them, they just add an extra little fun element to your cards. So here I took a strip of acetate and I went ahead and glued on the little butterfly, and I decided I was going to place this on the inside there of the black little strip that we have attached on the inside there. And I went ahead and just placed some tape on top of there, and then went ahead and grabbed the butterfly and adhered that to the tape. And then that's how everything pretty much stands up. I went ahead and added this little butterfly to the birthday. I just think it needed one more little butterfly. So never hurts. I hope that you found inspiration for both of these cards and enjoyed this tutorial. this little box card turned out super cute, and I hope you guys like it. And I think it came together pretty cute. So I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial today. We made this box card, and we did the little shaker that is from Clear Scraps, and I think it turned out super cute. I love the banner, happy birthday, across the shaker balloons, and then the birthday, and then to you is down here. I added a little birthday cake. This is one of a kind, and some little flowers and some butterflies. And yeah, I really like how this turned out. Now, of course, you could go ahead and do the sides, but the main focus is, the front. And so I really wanted like happy birthday sayings like shine bright, oh happy day, happy memories. And then on the back, you have your place for your sentiment. And all you have to do is just place a, little white strip of cardstock here to put, your little sentiment, whatever you want to write on there. And then you can fold it up and make an envelope for this. Now, your envelope may be a different size. You may have to, figure out the size of the envelope, which I will have to do. So, but yeah, I think this turned out super cute, and I hope you go check out Clear Scraps and all of their shaker items. And then the other card we created is this super cute Hello Kitty with the chipboard balloons, and this turned out super cute. Added some flowers in the balloons, and then we have the little chipboard piece that says birthday on there, and I did add some stickles to this so that way it would be nice and shiny. And so this turned out super cute. Absolutely love both of these cards. I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll put the links down below for the items that I used, and take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Thanks so much for joining me today, and head over to Clear Scraps to check out their shop. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and come join me for my Friday Night Lives at 4:30 Central Time.